Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Imagine spending an entire day performing a task with maximum energy every single second. A deep state of working for hours on end, with a concentration that allows you to achieve any goal in a short period. Many of you think that it is impossible to maintain a high level of productivity for so many hours. But even in this case, Islam has clear answers. You see, to achieve success, it is not enough to do more. You must protect your focus and create a routine that promotes unwavering concentration. For this reason, in this video, we will discuss 7 Islamic tricks to increase productivity. It will be so effective that you will not recognize yourself. Watch the video to the end. Don't listen to the whispers of Satan. 1. Sleep early. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, used to encourage the believers to engage in constructive activities after the last prayer, or if not, to go to bed early. Why is this important, you may ask? Imagine, instead of spending the night watching a blue screen, what if we followed the advice of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and used that time to rest or engage in beneficial activities? Quality sleep and intentional living can have a significant impact on our productivity during the day. The earlier we go to bed, the earlier we get up. It is a timeless adage we have all heard, not least because we have to get up at dawn to pray. Now let's put it all together. Islam is not just a set of rituals, it is a way of life. Embracing these teachings with the right intentions can transform even the simplest actions into acts of worship. Simply going to bed early can become an essential act for which we may someday be rewarded. Think about how many bad things happen during the night. The night is often the cause of many impulses that lead us to sin. It is a time when our hearts are most vulnerable. Islam has established sleep patterns as stated in the Quran and Hadith, which every Muslim should follow carefully. Before sleeping, one should make sure to go to bed in a state of ablution, dust to the bed, and make dua. The position in which one sleeps is also not lacking in Islam. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam found a man sleeping on his stomach and asked him to get up because this position was not pleasing to Allah, and told him to sleep on his right side. This was 1400 years ago. In modern times, it has been shown that sleeping on the right side is beneficial for circulation and puts less pressure on the heart. On the other hand, sleeping on your stomach puts stress on your spine and abdomen because most of your weight is concentrated in your stomach. The stress on the spine affects other parts of the body, causing a feeling of numbness when you wake up. The neck ends up being misaligned due to the shifting of the neck to the right or left, causing further injury. 2. Focus on quality over quantity. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in an authentic narration, "Take only as many good deeds as you can do. For the best of deeds is that which is done steadily, even if it is little." Imagine 2 merchants, one who sells a lot but with little profit, and another who sells a little but with more profit. It is not the quantity of our actions that matters, but the quality of our intentions and devotion. Would you rather pray 2 rakats with devotion or spend the whole night in prayer without sincerity? This makes you think, do you understand the importance of infusing our acts of worship with awareness and genuine connection with Allah? On the Day of Judgment, Allah doesn't just count our deeds, He weighs them. It's not the accumulation of numbers, but the substance, the devotion, the dedication, and the sincerity with which we offer our acts of worship. It's not the volume of Quran recitation or the length of our prayers, it's the depth of connection, the mindfulness, and the genuine love for Allah that counts. Now, let's put this concept of focusing on quality over quantity into a practical scenario to understand how it can increase your productivity. Imagine you have a work deadline looming and your task is to produce a detailed report. The conventional approach might be to rush through it, trying to complete as many pages as possible in a short period of the classic quantity-focused mindset. In this scenario, you may end up with a report that's riddled with errors, lacks depth, and fails to make a significant impact. Yes, you've produced quantity, but at what cost? Now let's implement the Islamic principle of focusing on quality. Instead of racing against the clock, take a moment to reflect on the importance of your work. Approach each section of the report with dedication, attention to detail, and a sincere intention to produce something of value. You may find that you catch errors, improve the clarity of your ideas, and produce a report with good results. When it comes to productivity, it's not about how quickly you can complete tasks, but rather how effectively and meaningfully you can complete them. The satisfaction of producing quality work that reflects your dedication and commitment is immeasurable. Number 3. Take care of your physical and mental health. In Islam, physical and mental health is a trust of Allah. Each of us has a responsibility to learn more about how to have a healthier mind, because our mental health affects how we think, feel, and act, as well as how we handle stress, relate to others, and make decisions. Our faith teaches us that a healthy body and mind are essential to fulfilling our duties as servants of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to exercise throughout the day. The Quran teaches us that food is a divine gift, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, urged us to eat moderately and choose healthy foods. By nourishing our bodies with healthy and nutritious foods, we honor Allah's trust in us and ensure our physical well-being to best serve our purpose. Islam teaches us to manage stress and worry through prayer. As you can see, the nourishment of the body is food, while the nourishment of the mind is spiritual activities. Each day reflect on Allah's blessings by practicing gratitude. This positive attitude would improve your outlook on life. Every step taken to improve productivity would be accompanied by a constant request for help from Allah. You will recognize your dependence on God and constantly ask for guidance and support to pursue the good and improve your productivity. 4. Set daily goals. You see, many people go through their days without having a real goal to live for and compete for. Imagine a Muslim who understands the importance of setting daily goals. This person begins the day with the understanding that life is a gift from Allah and that each day offers opportunities to grow spiritually and make a positive contribution to the world. Before beginning the day, he takes a moment to reflect on his broader values and goals. He sets daily goals that reflect his efforts to grow closer to Allah, serve the community, and improve himself. These goals may include regular prayer, reading the Quran, helping others, and pursuing knowledge. Each goal is guided by the desire to earn Allah's blessings. Throughout the day, this person works diligently to achieve these goals, maintaining a balance between daily responsibilities and spiritual activities. He knows that productivity means not only accomplishing material tasks, but also developing his spiritual being. At the end of the day, he reflects on his accomplishments and how he can improve for the next day. He thanks Allah for opportunities and asks forgiveness for imperfections. This continuous process of setting and achieving daily goals is incredible training for maximum productivity. Now try to imagine a person who does not know what to do with his life. Imagine someone who goes through the day without a clear direction. This person might start the day without thinking about his values or his larger aspirations. The first thing he does is pick up his phone, destroying his attention span within the first few hours. Without clear goals, this person may spend the day in activities without meaningful purpose, engaging in superficial tasks, or procrastinating on important responsibilities. The lack of direction can lead to feelings of emptiness and dissatisfaction. Without engaging in daily spiritual practices or setting goals based on Islamic principles, he may miss the opportunity to develop his spiritual awareness and connection with Allah. This is what happens to most depressed people in this century. They do not know where to go and live their days filled with emptiness. Number 5. Make good use of the silent hours. Everyone likes to hang out, talk, and have fun. We have become so attached to noise that to fill the silence, we need to listen to music, podcasts, TV series, and more. By now, this society has replaced the peace of silence with constant noise. Silence, however, offers a unique opportunity for reflection, meditation, and connection with oneself and Allah. The silent hours of the day, especially during prayer, are precious and can be used to strengthen the connection with Allah. And devoting those silent moments to inner listening, contemplating your spiritual goals, and renewing your connection with Allah. By using the silent hours for Quranic reading, prayer, and reflection on Islamic principles, you might discover something about yourself that you didn't even know. In contrast, we now tend to feel uncomfortable in silence and solitude. Addiction to electronic devices, social media, and constant noise can cause us to avoid moments of silence, fearful of having to face our deepest thoughts and feelings. We are afraid to explore the deepest points of the soul, making us superficial people unable to confront internal struggles. If we fill every moment of silence with external noise, we miss the opportunity to enjoy the stillness needed to reconnect with our faith and ourselves. Imagine embracing the silence, sitting in solitude, and exploring your thoughts without the distractions of the outside world. This can be a time of deep introspection where you can confront yourself, evaluate your goals, and align with your values. In a quiet environment, we are better able to focus on the tasks at hand, improving efficiency and quality of work. The lack of external distractions allows the mind to devote itself entirely to the task, promoting greater accuracy and focus. Without the constant background noise, we can spend time evaluating our goals, identifying priorities, and planning future actions. At the same time, giving up the constant need for noise and company can stimulate creativity. This allows the mind to explore ideas more deeply and discover innovative solutions. In contrast to modern society, which has replaced the peace of silence with constant noise, learning to be comfortable in silence can lead to increased productivity and creativity. Know that music is soul-destroying. 6. Mind your own business. Today, it is more important to blame others than to blame ourselves. We like to look at the faults of those around us, talk to others about them, and engage in conversations that have nothing to do with us. Gossip is everywhere now. There is no escaping it. Everywhere you go, you hear people talking about, this did that, that did that. The ability to reflect and look at ourselves has been lost. Keeping your mind focused on your business is essential to maintaining productivity. This does not mean ignoring social challenges or avoiding involvement with others, but rather focusing on how to improve yourself rather than spending time and energy judging others. Personal reflection and self-evaluation are critical elements of individual growth and goal achievement. Instead of engaging in destructive conversations, focusing on how to become a better version of yourself contributes to greater productivity. Managing one's time and energy is critical, and focusing on what is truly important to personal development can lead to more meaningful results. Imagine working in an office where unconstructive conversations and gossip are common. Your colleagues spend time discussing and criticizing each other's behavior, creating an unprofessional environment. You, On the other hand, choose to focus solely on your work and the goals you have set for yourself. Each day, instead of participating in negative conversations, you devote that time to improving your professional skills or completing important projects. Lead distractions and maintain a positive state of mind. Over time, your productivity increases significantly because you have invested your time more constructively and focused on your responsibilities and personal goals. This example illustrates how disengaging from the destructive behaviors of others can lead to greater individual productivity and growth. Number 7. Remember your mortality. Allah's Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, "Think often of the destroyer of pleasure." Many people are so attached to their lives that they almost forget that it is temporary. They like to procrastinate and leave the most important activities for tomorrow, which will never come. The constant reminder of death in the context of personal productivity is a key to unlocking our highest potential. When we remember that time is limited, we have a greater desire to accomplish our tasks with greater productivity. The awareness of our mortality should be a stimulus rather than a fear. Imagining one's end may seem unsettling, but it is a way to focus on the value of the present. Awareness of death leads us to view each day as a unique and valuable opportunity to contribute to our personal and professional development. Putting off important activities becomes a luxury we cannot afford when we understand that tomorrow may never come. This realization motivates us to plan, set goals, and act with determination. We cannot wait for perfect conditions or hope for a more favorable time. Life is constantly changing, and we must adapt and act accordingly. Death, understood as the destroyer of pleasure, makes us reflect on the meaning of our existence. What we do today, at this time, must have a positive impact on our personal, professional, and spiritual growth. Come and Alhamdulillah, if you have reached this point in the video, never stop seeking Islamic knowledge. May Allah bless you. Smash the level